Order, security, and ruthless efficiency. From the beginning, these were the traits of the Belltower Group. Born in the shadow of larger firms, Belltower started as little more than a local security consultant. Their early successes with corporate security earned them a growing list of clientele, and as they grew, they provided their customers with an ever-expanding list of services, from VIP protection to close security. The company's real success came with the downfall of the reigning giant, Blue Water Global. Accused of clandestine dealings with insurgents to prolong the conflict in Afghanistan, saw the company hammered with congressional hearings, public outcry, and perhaps worst of all, shareholders losing confidence in the firm. As this giant crumbled, Belltower rose to fill the power vacuum, assisted with their untarnished image and their efficient results. By the mid-2020s, Belltower had grown significantly, operating several subsidiaries and becoming a vital participant in conflicts across the globe. Their position was bolstered by a world demanding ever greater security in the face of terrorist threats. They provided everything from corporate security, public policing, military forces data protection, and cybersecurity. With offices and agents working as far afield as Australia, Afghanistan, Panama, China, and Detroit. Their ranks, bolstered with new recruits, came to reflect the changing world. Some were drawn from recent cutbacks in national militaries. Others were acquired by scooping up competitors, and still others drawn either from desperation or a desire to remain relevant in the modern world to the company's Augmentation Plan. Belltower's willingness to take on any mission built deep connections with both legitimate corporate and civil powers and criminal enterprises, with some speculating at a connection with a shadow government known only as the Illuminati. Specialized forces were tailor-made to meet the needs of international clients and came to oversee a vast number of clandestine projects from numerous clients and for themselves. Reports indicate they oversaw everything from deep cover campaigns, corporate raids, smuggling operations, to commanding corporate black sites. Major campaigns in Australia, coupled with losses in China and elsewhere, began to take their toll on the company. But such losses were nothing compared to the devastation that occurred on a day history would come to call the Aug Incident. Their augmented soldiers were driven violently psychotic, killing themselves and any others they could get their hands on. In the immediate aftermath, millions were dead. This loss of personnel and the ensuing lawsuits, either of which would have spelled the end for lesser companies, was weathered as contingency plans kicked into gear. The company was not, however, prepared for the whirlwind nightmare of public relations, when information leaked alleging that Belltower had engaged in wrongful detentions of innocent civilians, human trafficking, and even human experimentation. And while such stories were never fully substantiated, in the court of public opinion, Belltower was found guilty. Their reputation in tatters, condemned internationally and by the public at large, the writing was on the wall. Shortly thereafter, Belltower declared bankruptcy in 2029, selling off a majority of its military assets to cover their outstanding debts. Their surviving augmented forces were laid off, some becoming arms dealers, others looking for work with mercenary outfits, and still others simply disappeared from public light. From the ashes of the collapsed Belltower Associates, a rebranded organization emerged, Tarvos Security Services. Publicly, this new firm sought to distance itself from Belltower's legacy, but behind closed doors in the corporate boardroom, little difference existed between the two. The company's executives scurried about resecuring contracts lost in the fall of Belltower, bringing on new personnel, and ensuring no one slipped up on the rebrand. Hiding in plain sight, the public soon lost interest in the mercenary giant, their concerns turning to their own lives. For Tarvos, things continued on as they had before, perhaps a little reduced in scale, but for any who could afford their fee, order, stability, and peace of mind could be assured.